So now let's see. Oh, okay. Hi everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. So I'm about to go ahead and get into the reading. But something I was supposed to say, I'm probably gonna come to it later. That I was supposed to say, but I thank you so much for tuning. I thank you so much for tuning in, and I greatly appreciate your presence. And we're about to get into some things. So the first card that I've been getting from this deck, and I've been getting for a while, is pneumatic presence. You got pneumatic presence. The card says, embrace the pneumatic presence, embodying the area's qualities that bring clarity and insight. So, if you couldn't tell by this title, you are on fire. You are on fire, and God got that love. God got that love, honey. So He know where you at, and He know where your enemies at. And they I keep hearing, this on the tarot streets is that your enemies are about to be your footstools, and you're about to make people really realize that like you are the one, and you're the chosen one, or you're the star seed, or you're the earth angel in some way, shape, or form. Especially with inferior essence, it says touch upon the inferior essence of existence, appreciating the transcendent beauty in all things. So it's literally as if whatever you have been doing, you have been embodying your highest potential and your highest self. And now you're seeing that it's more to life than what you were around, or it's more to people than what you knew. And I think what's currently happening is you are either going through an awakening, or you're coming out of an awakening. Or you're in one as well. That could be for a select few. That's not for that many. It's usually either or, but we always have outliers. And especially with the aurora awakenings, you're going through a spiritual journey, and you're healing your spiritual path, or you're healing yourself by going on a spiritual path. Confirmation, because that just fell randomly with chromatic cascades. It says dive into chromatic cascades, experience the full spectrum of elemental energies. So, like I just said, you're in the energy of with vibrant vortex. I told y'all these cards keep coming out. It literally seems to me that you are now seeing what it is that you were at, and now evolving to where you want to go to. So let's see what's going on for the Divine Collective. Let's see what's going on for the Divine Collective. First of all, the first thing I wanted to say was I got 3 songs that I had on the playlist that I was listening to before I got up here, and I had to just feel the energy that was going on. And honestly, the energy that I was feeling, that's what I was trying to say. The energy that I was feeling was as if I couldn't move, or I was reluctant to get up here because I was nervous, or I feel like I couldn't do it, or I feel like I couldn't prosper. And I knew it was just like the evil enemy, because I had to realize with crystallized currents, I had to give the people the information that they needed to know so that they can get to their own wave and get to their own stride and their own rhythm. And I think with magma meditation, you are on fire. And it literally seemed like you were going through a period of time where people that you were around were telling you certain things and making you do certain things that you weren't allowed to say that you allowed yourself to, but you did it anyway. And I think what you're realizing now is that you aren't putting yourself in the energy of allowing people to take from your energy, because whatever this happened here was, somebody could have been a fire sign, or you could be a fire sign, but whoever this person is, they were literally leeching off of your energy because they wanted their own energy, and they tried to ignite their flame by taking your flame and sucking the energy out of and the life out of you. So whatever happened with this person, or with you, or with this person, while you were with this person, with Luminous Lagoon, you ended up, it says, bathed into the luminous energies of the lagoon where magic and healing is abound. So it literally is saying that you could need to take a spiritual bath, or you could need some spiritual consultation. I had a dream about this with magma meditation right next to crystallized currents. It literally seems to me that whatever happened, or whatever is happening, you are fighting the current and igniting your flame. Like you survived. Have you ever seen those movies where like people be stranded out in the wilderness, or stranded out in the sea, stranded out at sea, and they don't have no way back and forth to get to land? I think the energy is that you paddled, or you swim back to shore. And instead of you just sitting down and resting, right? And I think this is the lesson that you had to learn in some way, shape, or form. You, hi, hello, much love, much love. It literally seems that once you got to shore, instead of you like taking a rest and finding some sort of energy back in and putting it back into yourself, you kept pushing with this person. You kept giving the energy back into this person. You kept pushing yourself to find this person and make sure this person found themselves. And then when you realize that in this specific transit or this specific transition, you realize that whatever you were losing was because of this person. So now you ended up doing whatever you were doing and finding whatever information out that you needed to find with inferior echoes. It says, listen to the inferior echoes resonating with the celestial and spiritual energies that surround you. Literally. So it's as if whatever was happening with you or what was happening for you, you realize that it was just that happening for you. And I think especially with etheric echoes, you had to go into yourself to figure out what it is that this person was doing wrong that you didn't allow and you didn't want to further commence with cinder convergence. It says find convergence in the cinders where endings give rise to new beginnings. You had to put into the situation in some way, shape, or form. You had to let this person know like the things that you were going through and what was going on. And if they didn't want to get on this boat or this specific roller coaster, not roller coaster, they wanted to get on this ride because it seemed like this person took you on a roller coaster and you took this person on a airplane ride. It seems rocky at first, right? It seems rocky at first. There's always going to be turbulence. It seems like it's things that you may not, you gotta wish and you gotta do the cross to understand, like, okay, hopefully I get there and I keep it pushing. And this person didn't like how the turbulence was at the beginning, but it's a smooth ride for the most part for most planes, right? And in this scenario, in this metaphor, you took the path of a plane and they took the path of a roller coaster because it was just ups and downs and twists and turns that you couldn't get out of. And so now that with whirlpool wisdom, didn't I just say the twists and turns? I didn't even pull this card yet. It literally says delve into the whirlpool of wisdom where profound insights emerge from the depths of conscious. You took this person through a healing journey and you initiated it for them. You put them also through an awakening in some way, shape, or form. And you outlasted them because they wanted to be in the negative energy. They wanted to be karmic. So you evolved from this person and you put this person in the dust, or you sent this person back to where they came from. What's going on for the divine collective spirit guide and ancestors of all heights and all heights? What's going on? Oh yeah, what I wanted to say was, yeah, somebody was taken from your flame. Happening was the three songs that I got was 24 Karat Magic by Bruno Mars and I Try and Aphrodisiac by Bring. So it literally seems like glowing Gaia. I say Gaia. Glowing Gaia. It says, feel the glow of Gaia. Experience the interconnected energies that sustain the life on Earth. So it literally is you're getting back in tune with who you are with Avalanche release. I feel like it's literally as if you had to release this person or you had a big, not fall, but a big release, where you had to let the weight off of your shoulders. Hello. And it seems to me that whatever you were doing was causing you to create some sort of debris. Like it started messing up your energy and it started messing up the energetic field around you in some way, shape, or form. So you got out of that energy and you had to look back and turn around. And most people don't do this. This is why it's called a spiritual healing or a dark night of the soul, because most people just keep pushing and don't heal the past. You turned around and you noticed what it is that was going on and you picked little things from the energy that you wanted to take with you and things that you didn't want to be a part of your energy and you left that in the past and now you're evolving to a new person with the celestial currents. Literally, you have started to create a rhythm and a flow and crystallized currents and celestial currents. Literally, so it's literally as if you are with celestial currents. Wow, with celestial currents and crystallized currents. So yeah, you had to listen to the divine for the messages and the understanding of what you with fiery passion. I cannot make this up. We got fiery passion out here. Right with magma meditation. Now look at both of those cards. You literally were getting your energy took from a situation, and somebody was taking your energy in some way, shape, or form, and they didn't want you to move on. They still might not want you to move on, but you found what it is that you needed to find in yourself, and you left this situation in the past because you were no longer with celestial currents letting this person disrespect not only just you but your ancestors and God themselves, because now it's getting to a point where it's blasphemy, because I'm telling you what it is that you need to do with volcanic resilience, and this person wasn't listening. This person wasn't taking heed in some way, shape, or form. So now they have to deal with the wrath of God, and now they don't understand why their life is in turmoil and why you left them behind and why all these other things bad happening to them, because you can't do bad by people and expect good to happen to you in any way, shape, or form. So let's see what's going on. Let's see, let's see, let's see, let's see. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Let's see. What's going on for the divine collective that's going to be watching this? What's going on for the divine collective that's going to be watching this? Didn't I just show y'all this card? It says Inferior Essence. That was one of the first cards I show y'all. I showed y'all with, we got that with etheric ascendance. You have evolved, you have transformed, and you are the chosen one. You are the Palladian star seed. The you are the light worker. And it says with ascend, it says ascend through etheric realms, transcending earthly limitations and connecting with the divine. And mind you, glowing Gaia came out. So not only are you grounded, you also are spiritual, and you are grounded in that as well. You're grounded in spirituality. So you have, and it also says, touch upon the inferior essence of existence, appreciating the transcendent beauty in all things. You understand that certain things are a way of a specific nature, and now you're realizing that the things that you have to be around and the things that is meant to be of your highest good. And now with all of these things occurring with fervent vitality, it says channel the fervent vitality of lush landscapes thriving and flourishing in abundance. So now, whatever it is that is going on, I think it just seems to me that you are getting back in touch with your natural self and the natural state of you just being who you are, and not just you having to present yourself to be somebody that either somebody else wants you to be, or somebody that um you couldn't look yourself in the mirror 100% all the time. Like you couldn't always be like not just looking at yourself in the mirror every 20 minutes, but like like you couldn't face your reality. You had to like delve into the things that kept you busy because you didn't want to find what it is that was in yourself all along, which was the key. The key is within yourself. What's going on for the divine collective with the quarry of quintessence and fervent vitality. Little guy just said this, but quarry of quintessence. It says delve into the quarry of quintessence, extracting the essence that fuels your spiritual journey. Didn't I just say that you are on a spiritual journey? You're going through a spiritual healing. Didn't I also say you're extracting specific things that is coming from around you? So now you're realizing the things that are coming around you. It has to be a specific energy or a specific vibration, because people are here. Some people are here to be NPCs, and some people are here to be the trailblazers. Some people are meant to be here to be the light workers. It says whispers of the breeze. Yep, some people weren't meant to have all of the glitz and glamour. Some people were meant to talk to the ether. Some people were meant to just be extras, right? And it seems like you're not an extra with essence of equinox. You have evolved from the things that you needed. You have evolved into the person that you wanted to, or you're evolving into the person that you want to become, either or. And it says, listen to the gentle whispers carried by the wind, offering insight and messages from the unseen. You are literally getting into what it is with the Zenfar of Zen. You are literally tapping in. Those cards look so similar. You are getting into the energy of not only finding what it is that your ancestors wanted for you to travel to when it comes to the ethers, and travel when it comes to what it is that your journey is. But you also are making them proud and showing them that you are breaking the generational curses, breaking the generational chains, and not only finding what it is that you need for yourself, but finding out what it is that you need to do to heal yourself and love yourself in the highest white light, so that not only can you show that God is the one that is first and foremost in your life, but also showing you that there is something out there that is beyond you that you can show gratitude to, and in retrospect to not being programmed to what people believe want you to believe. Yep, it says aerial aspirations. It says reach for aerial aspirations, guided by the winds of possibilities to new growth. Yet it literally seems to me that you're calling upon the ancestors, you're calling upon the spirit team, spirit guides, God, archangels. You are no longer just with mystic moons, monsoons. You're no longer letting things just come to you. I mean, you're letting things come to you, and you're no longer letting things just go by you and just saying, "Oh, that was a coincidence. That was coincidental." It says embrace the mystic monsoons where emotional rains bring forth healing and renewal. So you could be going through some sort of iridescent it says iridescent illumination. It says bask in iridescent illumination, allowing your inner light to shine through the vibrant hues. Yeah, y'all could need to go watch my last short, because it literally seems to me this seems very similar energy. Most of this, it seems as if whatever happened to you, what's the in-game card, please, Spirit? Whatever happened to you ignited a flame in you, and it's starting to put you back in the energy that you either were previously, or it's evolving you further than you've ever been before. It's either or. And I feel like you are now finding, or you're going into that energy. Like you could be, like I said, for the people that are starting off into the spiritual with Luminous Lagoon and Zen of Zerif of Zen. Did I just show y'all these two cards? It's literally, to me, with Luminous Lagoon, some people could need to take a spiritual bath. That's the in-game card. Some people could need to take a spiritual bath or get into contact with a spiritual consultant. It doesn't even have to necessarily be me, but you need to get in contact with somebody that is helping, and I'm here for you. So if you would like to go ahead and book with me, go into my link tree or in my description box and hit my website. But anyway, it literally seems to me, it says Zerf of Zen, experience the gentle zero of tranquility, inviting peaceful and meditative energies. You're literally in the energy of, or you're going to be in energy when you take, or in the need of healing your spiritual side or healing your spiritual self in some way, shape, or form. You are going to be able to meditate and find yourself in a different realm of contemplation with the other people of the ethers. It says forge with canyon connection. It says forge deep connection like a canyon, carving pathways or understanding and growth, for understanding and growth. With floral frequencies, you're going to be talking to the ethers, and you're going to be understanding. Maybe that's what's hindering you. It literally seems like at one point in time, and that could be now or in the near future, because of what we have taught by systemic racism and systemic programming, that getting in tune with the spiritual side and the spiritual aspects of things is something that is demonic, but instead of it being demonic, it's demonized. It's the difference. So it literally seems to me that whatever is happening to you were programmed in the past in some way, shape, or form. We all were, in some way, shape, or form, that made it seem like the things that you yearned for, the things that you wanted, you couldn't attain, because everybody in your corner were the naysayers and the people that didn't believe in the things that you believe. That's why sometimes you don't find your soul tribe where you're from or where you're living. You find them where you're going to, because where you're going to is not where you're at. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's the ink? I'm trying to find this down. It says oceanic depths. It says plunge into the mysteries of the ocean, exploring the profound wisdom hidden within the depths. And I think that's what you ended up doing, collective. I think you ended up saying, I'm going to delve deep into my emotions. I'm going to delve deep into what it is that I believe with crystalline clarity. You found a sacred flame. You found what it is that you had to go through, and you understood what it is that you needed to get through so that you can get back to this passionate new beginning. And I think what ended up occurring was you saw yourself finally for who you really are, who you really could be, and what you really deserve. Especially with cyclonic creativity, you have some sort of, you tapped in. It says tap into. Hold on. It literally says crystalline clarity. Attain a state of crystalline clarity, seeing through illusions and gaining insight into the truth. You literally found something in yourself, and you found the key within yourself. And now that things are happening, you have elemental balance in some way, shape, or form. It says sacred flame. It says, invoke the sacred flames of transformation, purging and renewing your spirit. So now that you are getting into the energy of finding what it is that you need to do, or doing some sort of spiritual cleansing, spiritual bath, some sort of spiritual consultation with some people in some way, shape, or form, whatever happened, you are now getting into the energy of basking in your reality, and basking in the ambiance of love and self-love. So it literally says with cyclonic creativity, it says tap into the whirlwind. Mind you, whirlwind was the first spread that I got from this specific deck, this same deck. It says tap into the whirlwind of creative energy, allowing ideas to swirl and take form. So you have allowed yourself to move freely, because the people that were around you were not allowing you to do that. People were around you that weren't allowing you to find what it is that you needed to find within yourself, because you were too busy focusing on fixing everybody else's problem, too busy focusing on what it is that they were doing instead of focusing on what it is that you need to do. And now that you have balanced out all that is within you and experienced the bad and the good, you are now right at the point in the pinnacle of getting that harvest that you deserve. And then we got elemental balance. Seek equilibrium by harmonizing the energies of earth, air, fire, and water within your being. It literally seems to me that you are an elementalist. You could tap into your specific. I keep getting this energy from my collective. You are getting in tune with what it is that is your element, like your specific zodiac element, and you're tapping and honing into that specific energy. Thank you. Let's see what's going on with spectral shadows. It literally seems to me that you went through a dark night of the soul, and it says volcanic resilience. You came out stronger. You ignited a flame inside of you. It says evolve the spectral shadows, uncovering hidden truths and mysteries in the concealed realms. You are in the energy of talking to the ancestors, talking to the divine, talking to God, talking to your higher self, talking to your other Palladian star soul family and your light worker soul family. It literally seems to me that you are now in the energy of no longer suffering. You are resilient. There's a difference. Suffering is okay. I'm getting David and the lion, or is it that's David and Goliath? The lion's den. The lion's den is very specific. I don't know who was in the lion's den specifically, but it seems to me that whatever happened, and it's ironic because I will be pulling not only cards, I will be getting into the Bible. Not only will you find some sort of resilience in the amongst the flames, right? You not only are healing through the shadow realm that you are getting through, you are also igniting a light for not only yourself but for those that believe in the faith, or those who believe in self, and those who believe in love, and getting to a point of finding some sort of change, literally with winds of change, to find some sort of elevation in the life that they see to the life that they want. And I think what it is that's occurring is that you are no longer facing this head on, headstrong by yourself. And it seems like you thought that for a second that you were by yourself, but your ancestors, your friends, your family, people that have crossed over, God, all of the people are in your corner, all of the people are in your favor, and you are now getting to a point of seeing the things that is meant to be seen, because with a blaze with aurora, you have went through an aurora awakening, and that was the first spread. Literally, that was the first spread. Didn't I just say this? I could have sworn I just said this. You are going through some sort of spiritual awakening. And to see how that just popped on, I touched it and it literally randomly just popped on. It literally seems to me, and that wasn't the color that it originally was. I know the freak that thing is it. Uh, 1 second, y'all. See if I can turn this off too. Hell no. That ain't gonna work. Yeah, hold on. You know the drill. It seems to me, it says ablaze with the war, be ablaze with the war, embodying the vibrant energies that dance across the celestial. Why is it not working? Oh, just see how it just turned off. Yeah, I must be tripping. I must be tripping, right? I must be tripping. Mind you, it's been on the world. It's been on all this while. See, it's always on 1 second, y'all. So I forgot it going on. I usually try and keep it on at night. It's not working no more. Wow. That's weird. Yeah, that's what it could be, because I've had this for like a couple years. I actually got it from a guy. So what happened? Why is it? I need a moderator. Where my moderator at? I know my moderator probably gone, but I need a moderator. Anybody want to be a moderator? Because people, I ain't gonna be able to focus on the comments all too often. But it seems to me that with earth and grounding, it seems to me that you have some sort of past situation that was causing a distraction for you, causing you to get you stuck and stagnant, causing you to stay fixated and focused. See how I just did, how I was just doing that? It caused you to stay centered and focused on trying to fix a specific problem. And I just heard you were trying to fix somebody's heart. That's why I stuttered. You were trying to fix somebody's heart and their wounds and their pain. And what ended up happening with geological wisdom, you realize that y'all just came from two different paths, and they're not going to see it from your perspective because they didn't grow in your shoes and they didn't see what you see and they don't know what you know, and vice versa. So you let this person in the past, and now this person want to come back to try and cause you some sort of a realization that y'all supposed to be together, and you realize that this person wasn't meant for you. With the volcanic resilience. It literally seems to me, like I've been saying, it says harness the resilience found in the fiery depths of a volcano, emerging stronger after challenges. You went through some sort of challenge with this person, or some sort of challenge with these group of people, and now that you have gotten in it and you have realized that all the things that were commencing was for your good and you've evolved, now you have rays of radiance. It literally says bask in the radiant energy of the sun, absorbing the warmth and illumination into your soul. You have now created your own happiness. You have now evolved into the things with astro agaze, agis, 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 astral ages. It says, wrap yourself in an astral ages, allowing protective energies to shield and guide you. You are letting and allowing the warmth of the Lord, the warmth of the ancestors, the warmth of the of your resilience and your strength and your courage lead you to where it is that you need to go, and no longer just be in the energy of oh, maybe this will work. No, it's right place, right time. If something was meant for you, it'll come to you. No, I'm doing a general reading right now, my love. So if you would like to do a personal reading or do a specific reading geared towards you in some way, shape, or form, please let me know. You could go into my link tree or into my bio and go into my website, and that goes for anybody as well. So let's go ahead and get into the tarot. We're about to see what is going on. And see what's happening. Spirit guides, angels, guide, ancestors, please guide me on the message that you want me to know. Whether that's see here, feeling, regular message to, I greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much, Spirit guides, angels, guide, ancestors, of all highest, light, and all highest good only. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, part of it. Oh, I caught it right before it fell. Let's see what's going on for the divine collective. What's going on for the show? Ooh, we got a Temperance at the bottom of the deck. Is this what card is this? I don't even got this deck in the fuck transformation. It popped out reverse. I'm gonna flip it up right because I don't got the deck. We got transformation. If y'all couldn't see, it literally says transformation. We just got that card earlier this morning. This is the same. That's the same deck that I used earlier this morning, and so is this one. So it's literally as if whatever was happening, you push yourself into a transformation. You push yourself into a healing in some way, shape, or form with the Hierophant, because the divine wanted you to get through what it is that you needed to get through to show him that you were his strongest soldier to get out of what you needed to get out of. Literally. Oh, and this is what's coming to you: new opportunities and justice with the Sun card. With the Sun card, didn't I just say Rays of Radiance? With the Sun card and Rays of Radiance, we got the Sun card with Rays of Radiance, and the Ace of Wands with the Justice card and the Hierophant. And the Four of Swords. After putting a situation to halt, you no longer are putting your energy into a specific situation. You're no longer giving this person what it is that you thought that they deserve. You're giving them exactly what they need, because what they deserve with the Page of Swords was not where it is where they are. So now that the things have come out about this specific situation, now that this person is now seeing you as the Empress and what you really deserve and what you really need, now this person feel hurt and stuck, and now they don't know what to do, and now they want to come in and try and offer you some sort of illusion. They just don't know how to come in with it because they know you see through everything that they gonna do. You could be a spiritualist, you could be a tarot reader, you could be somebody that is very highly intuitive or inclined to know, a star seed, a chosen one, like I said, a light worker, an indigo child, whatever it is that you're doing, you are not even focused on this person anymore. And that's why this person is even more butthurt about this, because it literally seems with the Seven of Cups, this person thought that their illusions was going to work in some way, shape, or form. But you literally put this person right in their place, and you halted them in all of their actions and all of their moves, because you did the unthinkable. You blocked them, or you left them in the past. You left them out in the cold. If I see the Five of Pentacles, this is the energy it's giving me. You left them out in the cold with the Three of Swords wanting to pop out, and the Sun card popping out again, but you're not even focusing on bringing this person back in. You didn't even, honestly, you probably forgot that you left this person out in the cold. Either you about to be happy or you're very happy with your energy. With the Five of Pentacles, didn't I just say that? With the Nine of Pentacles, because you found your worth. You're so happy you're not even focused on this person, whoever this past person is. This past person is trying to come in and offer you some sort of type of love, but you focus and working on yourself. You're not focused and working on this relationship with this person, and this person doesn't seem to understand that. And they're trying to come in and show you that, oh, I've healed, I've cried, I've done the emotions. No, nigga, did you go through a dark night of the soul? Nigga, were you on your knees praying to the dear Heavenly Father because you didn't know how or where you were going to be and what you were going to do because you wanted to get out of where you were? Or have you ever been through that? Because I have. With the Two of Wands, not knowing where to go, not knowing where to do, and that's exactly what this person's energy is in. But has he gotten to the point of realizing what it is that he needs to do with that energy? That's what I'm trying to get to. And it seems to me that with the Empress, you've already evolved, and that's why this person is still trying to have a wandering eye, and not even just with relationships or other people. It seems like they're just so fixated on everything else, and you can't fixate on me. So what makes you think I'm gonna put energy back into a situation and you can't even fixate on the star? You are CEO boss energy. With the Fool card, you do everything based off of the way God tells you to. So, and that's why things come in for you. So I don't understand why in the world this person would think in their right mind that they were just gonna come back in like everything was peaches and cream and everything was okay, and y'all was just gonna be uh y'all was gonna be singing patty cake and clapping each other's hand like y'all see it. Like, see ya. That's the energy it's giving me. It's giving me like bye. Like, because it's you're not even giving this person that energy. You're so focused on honing in on your own self. With three could be significant. You're literally, and 12 could be significant. 11 could be, you could be seeing synchronistic numbers. 9 could be significant. What's going on? Clarify the Emperor through the Four of Swords. You are no longer focused on this specific energy. And I think what's occurring is with the Star card, didn't I say you boss energy? That's boss CEO energy right there. That's sacred boss CEO energy. A big boss who handles big business. A big boss who handles big business. With the Two of Wands, while this person is sitting here trying to figure out how to come in, you over here happy. The sun done popped out twice. You over here happy, or this person trying to make it seem like you are their happiness. But with the Five of Pentacles, this happiness must be done subsided and done went by, because there's no way that I feel the same way you feel. If I already done told you, I moved on. With the Knight of Pentacles, because I got somebody more grounded, who is going to be more sturdy, who's going to be more steady in building with me, because I was already building for something for myself, and you were being my downfall with the Eight of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. Now I have somebody that's going to work with me while I'm working on myself and building them up at the same time, because they match my flow, they match my rhythm, they match my mojo with the Temperance card. And the Five of Pentacles. This person over here still crying over something that didn't happen 20 goddamn years ago, and they can't even focus on what the fuck they real life is doing right now. Like, we are in 2026, sir. Why the fuck are you in a time capsule in 1945? What are you doing? And ain't nobody even living to do that. Because, like, for real, think about it. It's nothing wrong with reminiscing, and but you got to remember that reality is reality, right? And you can't stay stuck in the past. You cannot, because it will eat you alive. With the Six of Swords, and some people, you included, are moving away from this ideology that I have to go back to the way I was, because the way I was the best version of me. No, you should be able to transmute and evolve yourself to pick what it is that you need to pick for yourself, so that you can get to a point of nurturing not only yourself, but your confirmation, your family forefront. And some people, I'm a, literally. So it's as if with the Ten of Pentacles, you're getting to that, or you're getting to the bag, or you've gotten to that. And I think what it is that's happening in some way, shape, or form, you with the Ten of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles, with this person, this Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, or this steady person's energy, this divine masculine that's coming out, because it literally, the Empress, I done told y'all, when Empress pop out, the Emperor don't always pop out, because it just depends. But because the emperors really don't, or the emperor don't really need each other. They're just better together. They're just really good. Their chemistry and their ethic together in any way, shape, or form. All of the parameters are unmatched. But we have the Ten of Pentacles. It literally seems to me, besides the Hierophant and the High Priestess, it literally seems to me that with the Three of Wands, you have went on a different journey. You went on a spiritual journey. You went on a healing journey, and it made you inquisitive, and it made you want to do the things that you needed to do. And now that the things are coming out with the King of Wands, whoever this Aries, Leo, Sagittarius is now, or this could be a person, your divine counterpart in some way, shape, or form, or this could be a past person. But whoever this person is, it literally seems like, yeah, you could have walked away from this person. You could have walked away from this person, or left them out in the cold and took care of yourself in this specific energy, because they were betraying you in some way, shape, or form. Let's see what's going on. With the Eight of Wands, now you got new stuff coming in, because you done left somebody behind, and you done start balancing yourself back out. Literally, you don't start balancing yourself back out and doing the things that you need to do, so that you won't be stuck on what it is this person was doing with the Four of Swords. Because this person was doing a lot of promiscuous, I'm hearing promiscuous energy. This person was being promiscuous. This person was just sleeping around just to sleep around, or to taunt you just to taunt you, and bother you just to bother you. And I think what's happening is you realize who it is that you are, and what it is that you need to do with the Seven of Swords, because this person was, the only thing they was doing was causing burdens on you, and being and sneaking around, or sneaking around you, or being sneaky around you. Yeah, with the Ten of Wands back at the bottom of the deck. So you had to pick up your foundation. and you had to realize that because of this, you have to start all over. And when you started all over, what happened was you went through a miniature tower moment because you caught it before it actually started to crumble. And that was because of God. God told you and gave you the premonition of what it is that was meant for you so that you couldn't get stuck. Now you're moving forward with the Four of Pentacles and the Star card. God didn't want you to be stuck in this energy. So they let you know what it is that was happening before it happened. And now you're getting back into this bold, beautiful, and synchronized and in sync energy, while this person is stuck in what it is that they were trying to keep you trapped in. With the Four of Swords and the Eight of Swords, four plus eight equals 12. Now with some, and then we just see 12, 12. It's some sort of knowledge that you acquired about this person and who they really are. And I think with the Queen of Pentacles, you have now evolved and grounded yourself in understanding that this person wasn't meant for you, and you've changed your energy to match the energy that is for the person. I was gonna say the man. You're about to get a new, with the King of Cups at the bottom of the day. You're about to get a new loving energy that isn't going to show you any type of not evil things, but you are going to see them and see their secrets for just as lighthearted, because the stuff that they tell you that are secrets is scum to what you know people have been through. So you really will see this person as not even scum, as so little compared to what it is that you are doing or what it is that you need to do. With the Page of Wands in reverse, this person isn't going to be promiscuous. This person isn't going to be immature. Whoever this maybe King of Pentacles. I said the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles popped out. So it literally seems to me that whatever is happening, you are finding someone that is for you after going through a hardship or a hard path, and you are finally getting to the finish line, or you're getting to that end of the tunnel. And with the in-game card with the Three of Swords, you just are healing still from not just this person hurting you. You are healing yourself for making you feel like you didn't deserve better, and allowing my chest heart chakra, and allowing somebody to come in your life and uproot you from what it is, the path that you already known it to be, which was to be with the higher self, with to be of God. And now this person is trying to come in, and it's either got you anxious or it got them anxious. Because when I first got on this reading, I didn't want to be bothered, not even bothered. Like, I didn't want to get on live because I already knew this person was going to be in your energy. That's why I haven't done the reading all day, because I knew that the energy was going to be like this. I knew it was going to be like this. And it seemed to me that you were just trying to get away with it. I mean, they were trying to get away with it, but you seen through it. They were trying to get away with something, and you seen through it. With the Five of Wands, they were trying to get away from some sort of, trying to get away with a conflict that they put in your life, and then they tried to make it seem like you weren't even with the Three of Wands. They didn't do nothing. They weren't there. They didn't do all of this with the Devil card, and you realize that this person was toxic. Because it's no way possible that in your right mind you're going to sit here and tell me that I have the evidence, or I have the people that already told me that you were at such and such place, you were doing such and such thing, and you were moving such and such ways, and you're going to tell me in your right mind that I wasn't around that, I wasn't doing that, and I didn't see that, or that you weren't moving around like that, you weren't doing that, you weren't seeing that. I seen it. It's you caught. Hush! I caught you on candy camera. Yeah, with the King of Pentacles. Now you're about to manifest a whole new relationship. You're about to manifest a whole new relationship. And now things are coming into fruition for you because of the things the battles that you had to fight with this Seven of Cups. With this battle that you had to fight and you had to get through, because with the Three of Cups, this person was being promiscuous and having third party situations while you were supposed to be at home celebrating with the person that you said that you claim that you love. This is ridiculous. What's this card with the Seven of Wands? Now this person is trying to come back in, and you standing your ground. And then this person didn't understand what it is that they needed to do with the Six of Cups. And now you about to get some sort of new relationship with this King of Cups. I mean, this King of Pentacles. You're about to get somebody who is emotionally mature and grounded and financially stable. And they gonna be looking stupid as hell. Excuse my language, Lord. They're gonna be looking stupid because they don't realize with the Nine of Swords, the Ace of Cups, and the Queen of Wands that you are already the person that was taking them out of their problems. You were already the person that was not with the Ace of Cups. You were taking them to you were taking them to the love that they desired with the Queen of Wands. You found it in yourself. So you thought that it was generous of you or nice enough of you to give it to somebody else that you in your mind didn't feel like was at the place that you wanted them to be, and you saw the potential in this person. This is what a lot of people mess up. You seen the potential in this person instead of seeing them for face value. And this Queen of Wands popped out twice, so you seen the value in yourself, and that's what you had. That's what you had lost in for a while, and now you done got that energy back. You back on your get back, and I think what's occurring is you're no longer letting the people you change. You're no longer letting people just come in and just take from you. You're no longer just letting people come in and do the things that they thought that they were going to do to you and they did to you previously. They're not allowed to do that to you anymore. Not God, because God says so with the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups popping. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? What card is this? What card is this? I didn't even mean to pick this back card. Ten of Cups, Ten of Cups. Are you kidding me? You're about to be the happiest person. You're about to be so happy because it seems to me that the energy, and this is not in just my energy or just the energy, it's the collective's energy. It's literally the general conscious energy of evolving into a specific romantic relationship, because it's been a lot of divine twin flames that twin other half decided not to go on the journey with them anymore. And so they're venturing off into something else, and now they're karmic. So now God is literally noticing that the people that are on the other half are the other half is evolved a little bit more than what the other person that didn't want to take that journey. So now God is merging two paths together that wouldn't have been possible had it not been for God. So I thank God every day because it's literally with the strength card. With the strength card, you are literally changed. You are changing, or you're changed in some way, shape, or form with the hangman. With the Ten of Cups popping out back to back, it was literally like this. I'm not even joking. It was literally like this. This was the first card. This was this way. Ten of Cups back to back. You are about to be happy. You're about to have this family forefront because you stood your volcanic resilience. You stood your ground. You stood what it is that you needed to do. You understood what it is that you needed to do, and it did seem right at first because you thought that this was going to cause you some sort of problems with the Ten of Swords. 10 10 10 could be significant. 10 10 could be, so you could be seeing synchronistic numbers. It literally seems to me, and it's 1225, that equals 10. It literally seems to me that whatever was happening, you are you are literally with the Four of Cups letting this situation die down and let the situation go, because you're not we over here are not entertaining foolishness. I don't entertain foolishness with the King of Wands. Look, and here come the foolishness. Here he comes. Didn't we just say Aries, Leo, Sagittarius? We just said this not too long ago, right? With the Tower card. Whatever happened was some sort of illusion that was caused in your life because this person was breadcrumbing you emotionally and causing you to feel stuck and stagnant in some way, shape, or form. I don't even really, child. This is really something. And it seems to me whatever that happened between you and this person is literally with the Six of Swords. You had to move away from this because this person wasn't giving you the adequate enough love, desire, respect, and mutual benefit that you require to be in a relationship. With the moon card, they were keeping too many secrets. They were keeping too many secrets, and they thought that you was gonna play boo boo the fool, and with all that foolishness, and thought that that stuff was just gonna be a okay. Everything was just gonna be fine, cool, and dandy. Nope, nope. It's not happening over here like that, little baby. It's not happening like that over here, little baby. Like what I look like. The fuck? Let's see what's going on for the collective. Oh no, ma'am. No, ma'am. Ah, we got the micromanage. Somebody trying to creep on you. Ah, a scrub is a guy that thinks he's fine, and I don't want no scrub. Nowadays, a scrub girl. Never mind. Never mind. That's what it's giving me. It's giving me scrub. It's giving me creeping. This person being a scrub. How you a scrub and you creeping? You watching me from a girl. It's giving very much that like this person is watching you from a fake account and they watching you on their computer or they watching you on social media in some way, shape, or form. Now they trying to come in and bother you, girl. They trying to come in and see what it is that you're doing, or sorry, they trying to come in and see what it is that you're doing. And they trying to come in and trying to take from you with entry level. They ain't from outside the club. They can't even get in. They can't even get in, child, with the benefits while you over here basking in what God is about to gift you and bless you. If He already ain't do it for you already. With the shopping, look, you about to go shopping. You about to get a bag, babes. You about to go get a bag, girl. And they over here trying to, girl. I don't even know what's going on to keep it being. These people thought that they was gonna whip. How can you compete when it ain't even a race? Or whatever Nikki said. How you gonna compete when you already won the race? How you gonna compete with me? This is a toxic work environment as well. It says toxic work environment. Oh Lord, here come the toxic work environment. Lord Jesus, and it's Monday technically. Y'all, glue down your glue down your purses. That's all I'm gonna say. Glue down your with huge decisions. Yeah, you could be in the inner. Somebody didn't want me to say that. Somebody didn't want me to say that. You could be in the energy of walking away from something. We got money trees, so you could be leveling up in some sort of financial stability in some way, shape, or form. Let's see what's going on for the Divine Collective. With the receipts, yeah, you could be balancing out your budget. It is about that time for a tax day, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. If it hasn't already came, it's going to come this week. So you could be trying to focus on with vacation. You trying to get that money on. You trying to get that money on so you can go and have fun. You heard me? With debt reverse. We got debt reverse. Yeah, debt is paid. Y'all remember this? Ching, ching, ching goes the money tree. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember that? Yeah. Anyway, what's going on for the Divine Collective? Oh my goodness. With budget popping out. It literally seems to me that you have balanced your finances or you're about to balance your finances in some way, shape, or form. Because whatever happened, you have responsibilities, and these responsibilities weren't either being met either at this job or with this person. This person was trying to cause you some sort of competition with other people, and you weren't allowing this to be a thing because whatever was happening, this person with the micromanage was causing you to lose what it is. They were trying to fuck with your networking. They were trying to fuck with your networking and who you could be around because they didn't want you to be around certain people because they couldn't be around those people. They couldn't talk to the people you talk to, so they didn't want you around them anyway. They didn't want you around that type of vibration. They didn't want you around them because of your vibration, specifically because your vibration with what it is this person was saving money. Now you have to save money, or you're saving money in some way, shape, or form, or you're trying to penny pinch, or you're selling. You could be a tarot reader as well, or you could be an entrepreneur. You could be an entrepreneur, or you're putting in that overtime, putting in that work. But whatever's happening at this toxic work environment, or had happened at this toxic work environment, uh, you could have thought it was one way and it wasn't, and now you're realizing what it is that is going on, and now this specific person or this work environment is now trying to either not reach back out, but it seems like people are either talking about you at this work environment, or it also seems like this person is talking about you in some way, shape, or form to their friends. Whatever's happening, it seems very, very like messy. And I'm happy I don't have the mess. What's the gossip deck? Yeah, with follow up, they could try and reach back out to you, or they might have reached back out to you with money tree, but you evolved. You done got your pinnacle. You done got your pinnacle, you done got your abundance from God, and you about to get your inheritance from God. So now everything about to transpire for you, and now everybody's going to come back in and try and have a conversation with a follow-up popping back out on vacation. Meanwhile, on vacation, you are on vacation relaxing, or you're about to relax. It spring break just let out. We about to get back in school. You know what I'm saying? You about to be vacation, and summer right around the corner. It's not even around the corner. It's like 2 blocks away, and right next to that damn corner store. Summer is right next to that corner store. Wherever the corner store was at in y'all mind, the corner store is right next to the corner store. One more card. It says loan approved. What's this card? With unexpected expenses. Yeah, it says loan approved. You could get your taxes done. I looked at it as like kind of like taxes. You could be getting your taxes or getting your taxes done in some way, shape, or form. And it seems like it's going to get approved, or you could actually get a loan that is going to be approved in some way, shape, or form. Because you have some sort of, you can need to do some sort of credit repair as well. But let's see, one more card. Oh yeah, it says job search. You could be on a job search because you had to resign from a specific situation. You had to resign from a specific situation because whatever you were doing, it wasn't meeting your needs because you were either a mother or a multitasker and you had other things you had to do. So you couldn't stay stuck and be in a negative energy where I feel like you had to train people or you were training people to understand how to be a civilized human being. Let's see what's going on. Let me get something to drink. Oh wow, a hummingbird. Don't hummingbirds? What the hummingbirds literally hum? So it's some sort of message. It's some sort of message that's about to come towards you in some way, shape, or form. Probably, I believe. If you already want to look it up, I don't remember what it means like on Google, but that's what I just intuitively got. Because hummingbirds literally like tweet, don't they? Like they be doing little tweeter sounds, right? Okay, spirit guides, angels, and ancestors of all high is good and all high is good only. Please guide me the messages that you want me to give to the divine collective that's going to see, hear, feel, understand this specific reading resonates with them. I will greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much, spirit guide, God, angels, ancestors of the highest my life, all is collective. Just when I pray, man. Oh, we got the Hierophant popping out. We got the Hierophant popping. Wow. 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 The first tarot spread literally was the Hierophant. So God is doubling down on you. God is doubling his faith and his power down on you with the 2 of Pentacles. He's doubling down his faith and his power down on you because he knew exactly what it is that you were going to do, and he knew that you were going to come out of this anguish and this heartache and this pain. That's why he put you through what it is that you were going to go through, because you done been through so much. And it wasn't like they were trying to test you. He was trying to show you that you couldn't be in the energy that you were in and sustain what it is that you wanted to sustain. Wow, 12:34. That's crazy. It just turned 12:35. I'm not taking these cards. Whoa. We got the Emperor with the Six of Cups back to back. Oh my goodness. So yeah, some sort of love is coming. And didn't I just tell y'all with the last spread that you're the Empress? And it literally seems to me that you're about to get into some sort of relationship with somebody. Oh, hold on. What's going on for the divine color? Oh, this is the 9 of 8. The 9 of Pentacles. We got the 9 of Pentacles. So it literally seems to me that with the Death card, you don't went through some sort of healing and you came out victorious and you're on top with whatever you're doing. And I think with the 4 of Pentacles, you you are now being stingy with your energy because you let yourself be around energy vampires and you didn't know at the time, and now that you do, you understand the difference. You understand the difference between being a light worker and a demonic entity or a demonic NPC. So now that you have went through the dark night of the soul and you don't went through the realm of shadows here on earth, you are now seeing what it is that with the 3 of Wands, what it is to be around, and it's better to put yourself out there and start over than to stay in the energy that is going to make your whole legacy crumble. With the Hermit, so you went through a period of healing. You went through a change. You went through a dark night of the soul, literally, with the Death part and the Hermit popping out back to back. You went through a dark night of the soul. You went through a dark night of the soul, and you went through a period of healing. So now you're coming out of that dark night of the soul and going into a period of healing because God was trying to get you out of the illusions that you were in. He was showing you that you can't be tampered with, and you can't be tamed. You can't be tampered with, and you can't be tamed. And that's what they were trying to do to a divinely chosen, heavenly sent one. And that's what they didn't understand. You were sent by the divine to help them. And what they did was hurt you with the Four of Swords. So you had to put the situation to rest. You had to lay it down because this person caused you some sort of mental fatigue, some sort of mental stability. And now you're getting to the Ace of Pentacles. You're getting to some sort of opportunity. And this person was trying to hinder you from that. That's why you, with the Knight of Swords, this person was trying to hinder you from that. They didn't want you to be in the energy that you're in, and I keep getting this, especially with the Four of Swords popping back out in the first tarot spread. Then we got the King of Cups. Yeah, it could be somebody is coming in. Like I said, they could either be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, where they are now in the energy of finding what it is with the Knight of Cups. Oh, this person could be a shapeshifter. Whoever this past person is a shapeshifter. They don't know who they want to be. They don't know if they want to be red, purple, green, or blue. They don't know what the fuck they want to be with the Six of Pentacles, but they know they want to give back to you, and it's not going to be enough because they breadcrumb you all the time. So how are you gonna give something to me with the King of Wands? Here go this King of Wands. It's Cancer, Leo, Aquarius, Gemini, Aries, or Sagittarius. Whoever this person is, with the Queen of Swords, you had to let this person stay where they are and where it is that they're going, because with the Three of Wands, they weren't going to make you have to uproot yourself again to start all over once you already done did what you done did with the Three of Pentacles, because all they was trying to do was stop you from going out and reaching out to other people that could be your divine masculine, because they already heard. They done got tarot readings on you, child. That's what I just heard. They just got tarot readings on you. They done got some tarot readings done on you. That could be the next reading. Check out for that one, because that's gonna be the next title. It literally seems to me that they done got some tarot readers done on you, and the tarot readers told you that you was the Empress. The tarot reader told them that you were the Empress, and they were. That's the end game card. Literally, this the last card of the spread. This is the Empress. You are in the energy of the Empress. And so they fumbled the bag, big boss, big CEO energy. And now that with all of this, with the Six of Swords, you are moving away from this person. Now they're trying to come back to you. They're trying to come back to you because they want to offer you some sort of cup of love, but you're not accepting it because it's somebody else that is peeking around the motherfucking curtain, that is popping up and popping around the corner with the magician card that has the resources and the places and the possibilities that this person didn't want you to have. They could have also been doing magic on you in some way, shape, or form, but it was to dim your light, to dim your happiness, and now it's amplified 10 times more because that's exactly what they didn't want. And they were playing with God's chosen one. They were playing with the star seed. They were playing with the higher self, and they didn't know what they were doing. I keep getting this energy with the Nine of Cups. Now you about, didn't I just say you about to be happy? I just said this. You're about to get your wish fulfillment because this is exactly what this person didn't want you. They didn't want you to be happy. They didn't want to see you happy without them. They don't want to see you happy without them. And now that all of the things are coming out, you're about to be victorious. They don't want that. We got Six of Swords with the Six of Wands clarifying it. You are literally getting into a new energy. The same thing that they're trying to give you, you got other people already trying to give you and lining up. But that don't mean that you just gonna take everybody offer. You are now in the energy of getting the things that you're supposed to deserve, so that you won't get into the energy of where you once was with the Three of Cups, which is this promiscuous energy, which is this person who was playing with you and doing third parties and doing all these other things that was keeping you stuck and stagnant. With the Nine of Swords, they was keeping you in your head and you had to get out of there. They were causing you anxiety, bro. And you're no longer letting that shit happen to you. You're no longer letting this person just say, we're going to be together and that's just final. No, you are going to set boundaries. You're going to no longer talk to this person. You're going to block this person. You're no longer feeding into this person's negativity. And the energy is just that. Like you're off to better things with the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands keep popping out. The Queen of Wands keep popping out. So who's signing who? That's what I want to say. Sun and who? And I don't, and that with the five of swords. Now everybody wanna come back when you were at one point you was down, now you balance. Now you done found yourself. Now you don't know. Now you know what it is, what you need, and that you need, so that you won't be stuck in the two of swords. So that you won't be stuck in the energy of being complacent and stuck in the energy of being stuck with a person that didn't want to even be with you. They just wanted to take your energy with the ten of wands and keep you stuck and stagnant and keep you high and dry, like you didn't know what it is that was going on while you are over here now working on yourself. Now, while you're over here building yourself, this person is literally trying to figure out a way to come back, and they got so many burdens on them that they can't. God done put so many burdens on this person's shoulder that they can't even think about you right now. With the Eight of Cups, and you already walked away from this person because you are building a foundation for yourself. With the eight, I mean, with the Eight of Cups and the Four of Wands, you are no longer letting this person just impede on your specific your your foundation. You're it's like with the Page of Wands, because all this person was going to do was wanted sex, or this person was just going to try and come in to see if they still had that judge or whatnot. With the Four of Pentacles, and you're holding off. You're not letting this person just come in and just take from you, because they're being energetic vampires. They're being people that siphon from energy. With the Three of Swords, and now you've left this person behind, and you're now with the Queen of Cups, following your intuition in some way, shape, or form. You're following your intuition in some way, shape, or form. And now what is happening is this person doesn't understand why they can't get back to you. This person is trying to figure out now why. What's this card? With the Queen of Wands, because you're back in tune with who you are. With the Queen of Wands and the Empress card, being the clarifier. You have now found out what it is that you deserve for yourself, what it is that you need, what it is that you require in a person, what it is that is not allowed, and what it is to have boundaries with a person. So now that all the stuff is meant, that is coming out, and the things that is transpiring or transpired, you are like, okay, I've gotten out of this. I can finally say that I can move on. And then here come this person. Right when you think this motherfucker won't gonna come back, I'm telling you what I know good. With the High Priestess, I'm telling you what I know good. Right when you thought this person wasn't gonna come back, with the Three of Swords popping and showing his head, now they don't want to be separated no more. Now they want to be together. You better, child, you better, girl, what did I say last time? You better call on God, because last time I said go to a therapist. Everybody don't like therapy. Everybody don't like therapy, Buka. But you could definitely go to God, and that's what we about to go to. So let's get into. I know I'm a little late. We're about to get into Sunday service. I know everybody, all the people shaking and rattling right now. But I was supposed to do this earlier, but I literally had to wait because God told me to wait, because it was like so much energy, and I knew I was gonna have to have a lot of energy to do this. So I literally was just like, I'm going to do this because God told me to, but I'm gonna do it when He tells me to do it, because He also told me that Monday is here. So we have to open the week with keeping people peeled for what is happening in reality, but also what is happening in the spiritual realm, because the spiritual realm sets the precedent for what is happening in the physical and in the soul and in all of the other realms, right? So we're about to go ahead and get started. Let's see what verse is this. Okay. Ooh, okay. I don't know if this you're gonna do this one. So Hosea, I'm gonna say Hosea verse 8, but I'm gonna go to verse. Ooh, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna do it like how I originally did it. So when I first pulled this, I pulled this. When I first opened the book, I seen this, and when I seen this specific, when I first opened for this specific one, I seen it and I was like, huh, this is interesting. So let me show y'all. If you already with me, right? It's verse 7, right? It says, when I first started reading it, it said, "For you also, O Judea, a harvest is appointed." Didn't I just say y'all was about to go through some sort of getting some sort of harvest and getting some sort of inheritance? For you also, O Judea, a harvest is appointed. When I would restore the fortunes of my people, when I found, when I would heal Israel, the corruption of Ephraim is revealed, and the wicked deeds of Samaria, for they deal falsely. The thief breaks in, and the bandits raid without, but they did not consider that I remember all the evil works. Now their deeds encompass them, they are before my face. Didn't I just tell y'all this person has got so much stuff on them on their shoulders that God has put on them just by disrespecting and degrading you? And it says, and the princes by their treasury, they are all adulterers. They are like a heated oven whose baker ceases to stir the fire. From the netting of the dough levied until it is levied. On the day of our king, the princes became sick with the heat of wine. He stretched out his hand with mockers, for like an oven, their hearts burn with intrigue. I'm sorry, I wrote this in a dark highlighted. It's darkly highlighted. And it says, all night their anger smothers in the morning. It blazes like a flaming fire. All of them are hot as an oven, and they devour their rulers. All their kings have fallen, and none of them calls upon me. Literally. So it's literally as if, and this is not just pertaining to, now, this is not just pertaining to a specific situation. This is what is happening into the world just in general. A lot of people have turned their face away from God, and God is now turning his face away from them. And now you can see the distinguish, and you can now see and distinguish the people that are of God, that are not of God, and the people that don't understand, so they're in the middle. It's literally, it's always the fence sitters, it's the people that believe, and then it's the people that don't believe. So whatever you are doing, you are now realizing that you were the one the whole time that believed. You just didn't understand why God was putting you in the path that he was putting you. And he was saying to you that it's because you are one of his strongest soldiers, literally. So if you go back a little further, because that is how I started reading it, right? And I even see Assyria up here somewhere, which is ironic, which is literally further down, which is ironic because I don't know what. When I first read this, I think I said something about this too. But if you go back a little bit further, it says, verse 5, it says, hear this, O priest, give heed, O house of Israel. Hearken, O house of the king, for the judgment pertains to you. For you have been a snare at Mizpah and a net spread upon Tabor, and they have made deep the pit of Shittim. I will chastise all of them. So just like it said previously, it was talking about how God was already fixated on what was happening in Israel. Mind you, what is happening in Israel? All of the stuff that is happening, it is literally prophesied in the Bible. That's why I would never try to necessarily disrespect the Bible, because it is a very good roadmap to understand what is happened, going to happen, or will happen. Because God is the beginning, middle, and end. He is the head and the tail, the coming of and the coming after. Okay, people don't say that, but that's what it's given. And it literally seems like it says, I know Ephraim and Israel is not hid from me. For now, O Ephraim, you have played the harlot. Israel is defiled, right? Their deeds do not permit them to return to their God, for the spirit of harlotry is within them, and they know not the Lord. Didn't I just say this? And so it literally seems to me, and this is specific to your specific situation. It seems to me that you were trying to lead this person down the less beaten path, right? And you were trying to find yourself in the energy of getting to leveling up with this person at the same time as also taking the word of God, understanding what it is that he was intuitively given to you. Because some people don't need the Bible to understand what God is telling them. And you literally was trying to tell this person, like, hey, we need to do this. Hey, we need to move like that. Hey, we need to go like this. And I think what ended up occurring was you turned so much forward to this person that you not only forgot about what God was doing for you and how he was doing it for you, you forgot about yourself. And what ended up occurring was he had to put both of y'all in a particular situation to get y'all to realize that not only were y'all not meant for each other, or also in generally like worldwide, that this wasn't supposed to happen the way, this is not the way God intended for things to be. One, and two, that this person was not intended to be your forever person. This person was just intended to be a catalyst so that you can catapult off of what it is that they were going to try and do to you, so you can leverage and do something better because you realize it now, or realizing now that this person is a a a lot of energy to consume. So they consumed your energy because they don't even understand the energy that they're feeling, because they don't hone in on it. So you honed in on your energy and they thought that it was going to be monkey see, monkey do. I can just take from you too, and we just whatever. It didn't work like that. And now God, it says, Ephraim shall stumble in his guilt. Judea also shall stumble with them. With their flocks and herds they shall go to seek the Lord, but they will not find him. He has withdrawn from them. Didn't I just say out of my mouth? I just said out of my mouth. Hey, y'all. I just said out of my mouth that God has turned his head away from the people because he is no longer allowing people to defame his character and cause blasphemy to the body of Christ and to the body in the armor of the Lord. It's no longer happening. He's no longer allowing that. And then it says, they have dealt faithlessly with the Lord, for they have borne alien children. Now the new moon shall devour them with their fields. Now, mind you, I done told y'all, and this is for some, because when I would, if you know, you know. I have been telling people for a very long time, for the past year, do not do any moon magic. I said, don't do no moon magic, because a lot of these people are doing moon magic, and they're doing moon magic against people because they want people to do magic so everybody could be in this, oh, we're in this boat together. We're all fighting this together. And it's like I said, it's nothing wrong with doing what is considered necromancy, because if you read the Bible, and I will get more into this because I already have some of it highlighted already. It was red carnelian, it was jasper, it was frankincense, it was myrrh. It was a lot of things in the Bible that people don't want you to know because they systemically brainwash you to make you think that the things that you are learning and the conspiracies that is being presented to the world are just that, conspiracies, when in reality there are the things that you need to keep an eye out on, so that you know, I can't be around that. Hey, I can't move to that. Hey, I can't do that. Hey, this is not my thing. Not can't, but I won't allow myself to, because I'm not just better than that. I understand that my Lord and Savior did too much to get me here than to let it all be thrown away by one simple mistake. So it says, blow the horn in Jebediah, the trumpet in Ramah, sound the alarm in Bethaven, tremble, O Benjamin. Ephraim shall become a desolation in the day of punishment among the tribes of Israel. Randomly got this. Randomly got this. Not even joking. It says, I declare what is sure. The princes, the princes of Judea have become like those who remove the landmark. Upon them I will pour out my wrath like water. Ephraim is oppressed, crushed in judgment, became because he was determined to go after vanity. Therefore I am like a moth to Ephraim, and like dry rot to the house of Judea. It literally is saying it's saying that because so much negativity has happened, God has now showed y'all that he can too be a negative, not negative. He is the omnipotent one, is what I want to say. But he also is a jealous type. God is a jealous God. We all know this. We all know that God is a jealous God. So whatever's happening, God is literally saying to these people in this specific excerpt that y'all have not only been using my name to go out and do your own agendas and face away from me, like I wasn't going to see the things that y'all are doing. it seems to me that whatever is happening, it says, when Ephraim saw his sickness and Judea his wound, the Ephraim went to Assyria and sent to the great king, but he is not able to cure or heal your wound. For I will be like a lion to Ephraim, and like a young lion to the house of Judea. Even I, will rend and go away, and I will carry off, and none shall rescue. So it's literally saying that it doesn't matter what priest you go to. If you're not on his side, if you're not on God's side, it doesn't matter what priest you go to. It doesn't matter what voodoo practitioner you go to. It doesn't matter what you go to. It doesn't matter what church you be in. If you are not even just on his side with saying, "Oh, I'm on his side. I'm on his side." If you're not walking in that to your best ability to because of what you know, and what you're trying to learn and the research that you understand based off of the research that you have accumulated over the years, some of the things don't work for everybody. That's 100% accurate. But it seems to me that you have found what it is that works for you. You have found what it is that is working for you. And you're building the building blocks and say, oh, this is something that I did in the past, or this is something that I just did recently. I'm going to kind of mesh these together to see how they work, to see what it is that's going on, which is very ironic because that's kind of what I'm doing now. And I'm so thankful that God gave me this idea. And I've seen it a couple of times on my For You, and it seems so interesting that I'm even bringing this up. But it really seems like whatever is happening, God has changed and switched something in you so that you can do what it is that you need to do to get to the point to where you need to go to. Meaning that whatever is happening in the past that you thought that was weird or different or that you couldn't do or accomplish because nobody else was doing it, you are now putting forth the effort to do it because if you don't do it, who will? God gave you that specific nudge. God gave you that specific idea. So why aren't you putting forth the effort and taking forth his covenant and putting forth his word so that you can get to where you need to get to, so that you can say when you turn back and look back at everything and you heal yourself one more again, or whenever God tell you to heal again, that you can be proud and say that you have a legacy and not just it be like he said desolate or desolated. And then it says, verse 6, it says, come, let us return to the Lord, for he has torn that he may heal us. He has stricken and he will bind us up. After 2 days, he will revive us. On the third day, he will raise us up, that we may live before him. Let us know. Let us press on to know the Lord. His going forth is sure as the dawn. He will come to us as the showers, as the spring rains that water the earth. Now, I specifically circled this part because I literally, spring had just commenced. And if you haven't noticed, it's still kind of just early spring. So for me to randomly come across this, it blew my mind. It made me understand that God is always with me. And this is just a personal testimony that God is not just with me, he's everywhere. So you can't just not just say that God is not everywhere and everything, because when you start to put the puzzle pieces together and you start to realize that this world that we live in, this specific lifestyle that we were taught to or perceiving as being the standard is not the way that God intended for us to be. And so because you realize you realize what it is that was happening or what it is that was going on, you had to get back in your root work and get back into your root chakra and heal. And that's what I think a lot of people have done. They're getting back into their stability and getting back into their root work and root healing, like the root chakra healing specifically. So I just wanted to pass this message to you. That was what I really wanted to give y'all. We're going to skip to the next verse. Y'all can read verse 7. I read kinda most of what was happening. I didn't want to get into everything, but it just seemed like you had to really look at that as like it was just ironic because of what is happening in the world. And I think a lot of people don't realize that everybody is going through something. But just because you go through it don't mean to sit and stand there. right? Everything you're going through is to push you and propel you to something better. So you can't look at it like it's happening to you, but it's happening for you. So if you would please turn with me to Second Timothy verse 3. I don't believe I did. Okay. So I read this one first. And the first thing it says for verse 3, it says, but understand this, that in the last days, mind you, didn't I just read the last one? I'm telling you, randomly got these. I randomly got these. I'm not even joking. It says, in the last days, there will come times of stress. Mind you, wasn't I just talking about I was just talking about this person causing you stress and God taking that's the whole reading. You're on fire. You're on fire. That's the reading. You're on fire and you have reignited a flame that you never thought that you were going to be able to ignite again. And that's literally what it is. And it says evil in the last days. And it says, for men will be lovers of self, lovers of money, proud, arrogant, abusive, disobedient to their parents, ungrateful, unholy, inhuman, implacable, slanderers, profligates, fierce, haters of good, treacherous, reckless, swollen with conceit, lovers of pleasure rather than lovers of God, holding the form of religion but denying the power of it. Avoid such people. For among them are those who make their way into households and capture weak women, burdened with sin and swayed by various impulses, who will listen to anybody and can never arrive at a knowledge of the truth. Now, that specific thing was talking about how people, yes, it's chapter 2, Timothy, verse chapter Second Timothy, that's what I call it. Second Timothy, verse 3. So it seems to me that what people and I just heard what Megan Thee Stallion said. That's so random for me to say. But what and I'm not gonna say exactly what she said, but it basically to sum it up was saying that you men nowadays or you people, I'm gonna say people nowadays find it okay to tarnish, especially a black woman. They find it okay to tarnish a black woman and they find it okay to tarnish women, period, because it's some sort of superiority complex because people have gotten strayed so far away from the dear Heavenly Father. So it literally seems to me that it says, as James and Jambres oppose Moses, so these men also oppose the truth. Men of corrupt mind and counterfeit faith, but they will not get very far. Didn't I just say something about how God is calling out the fake priests and the fake prophets and the fake people that have been living off of his name, but not under his wing? Do y'all see what I'm saying with that? Put in the comments later if y'all understand what I'm saying with that, right? So it says counterfeit faith, but they will not get very far, for they folly with will for their folly will be plain to all, as was that of those two men. Now you have observed my teaching, my my conduct, my aim in life, my patience, my love, my steadfast, my persecutions, my sufferings, what befell me at Antioch, at Iconium, and at Lystra, what persecutions I endured, yet from those all the Lord rescued me. I done been there. I have. I'ma tell you now, I have. I done been there with the Lord done. That's what I was talking about in my last reading. God was your crane and you were the metal. And what happened was you were in a junkyard. It was a bunch of shit around. Excuse my language, well, I don't mean to be cussing and I got the Bible open. It was a bunch of things around, a bunch of junk around, and you were the gold and the fine 9.999%. You were the 0.99%. You were the one, you were the rare breed. You were the person that didn't fit the standard. You weren't in the right area at the right place at the right time. But that's what you thought. God put you there for a specific reason because what you don't know what it is, excuse me, The crane puts you where it wants to put you until it needs to move you where it needs to move you. See, when God puts you where he wants to put you, he shows you exactly what you need. He may not always tell you in that moment, but he gives you little nudges to show you where it is that you need to go. So when he put you in this specific environment, when he put you in this specific area, he gave you the nudges that you were supposed to teach the masses. You were supposed to teach the world, or you were supposed to teach yourself. And in teaching yourself, you taught others. And so when you realize that you were doing this, God uprooted you. He understood that you understood, and he took you to where it is that you needed to go to higher, because he wanted to keep giving you lessons and keep pushing you forward so that you can get to the point where you needed to get to, right? And it says, indeed, all desire to live a godly life like Christ Jesus will be. Indeed, I'm saying it again. Indeed, all who desire to live a godly life in Jesus Christ will be persecuted, while evil men and impostors will go on from deceivers and deceive. But as for you, continue in what you have learned and have firmly believed, knowing from whom you learned it, and how from childhood you have been acquainted with the sacred writings which are able to instruct you for salvation through faith in Christ Jesus. Yeah, it literally seems to me. And I keep saying this because this is just it's just off the dome. I didn't really write nothing down for this. So I'm literally telling you, I'm intuitively just going off the dome with this. It seems to me that God has literally been working in your life all your life. And you could probably pinpoint certain specific things that God has put and showed and moved and pushed away and cast away in your life so that you can get to where you are now. And I'm literally hearing that you have to keep going, because God did not bestow this much in your life to let it all go to waste. God did not speak this life in veneration into you while you were down, while you had nothing, while you were at nothing. And now that and to try and even go back to this person would be crazy. But you realize that. So now you're getting back into your word, you're getting back into your faith so that you wouldn't be where you were and get to where you're going because of where you came from. And now you are where you are. So now, and it's all because of God. It's all because of God and your faith. But faith without works is dead. I will say that as well. Faith without works is also dead, because whatever is happening, you can't just expect for things to transpire without putting forth that effort as well. Okay, so it seems to me that it says all scripture is inspired by God and profitable for teaching, for reproof, for cor- coercion. Is that what it is? For correction and for training in righteousness, that the man of God may be complete, equipped for every good work. So everything that is saying is it just depends on how you use Christianity. It depends on what the message is and why God is giving you the message. Because for some reason, some people use it for it being marketable, literally. And some people buy it and do the things to try and get and make a living and do big things with it, instead of remembering that God was the one in the first place to get them to where they are going and get them to where they are just in that moment. So it's like you have to remember. And I was just saying this. I was saying this in my house though. I mean my apartment, that sometimes you have to remember that it's not all about the glitz and the glam or the money and fame. It's about the things that you have gone through and what makes you different and what makes you understand your path, so that God can show you where it is that you need to go to. And that's what they have been showing you. God has been showing you where you needed to go to. And that's what has been happening. You are evolving past what it is that you know, because you're no longer settling for the things to just keep reoccurring and keep recycling. Everything kept recycling. It was like it was nothing new. It was just same stuff, different material. It was some material added every now and again. And now 111, 111. You are now seeing things for what they really are. You are expanding past what it is that is being seen on the surface level. You're diving deep, and I'm about to pull this deck because I'm about to close out. I only had two verses for y'all, but all because that's all he had on my heart. He literally told me, like, yeah, you might have to wait on that one because it literally seems like that was very significant. And I didn't even want to say those specific scriptures. And that literally, sorry, Lord, I repent. It literally seemed like I had to wait because I didn't want to. That's why I was so reluctant because it seemed like the energy was so heavy. Because when God speaks, I know He's speaking. Do you see what I'm saying? When God speaks through me, I know He is speaking. And I knew that when I was reading that excerpt from the Bible, I knew something was about to pop off, and I knew things were about to commence because you realize that with dreaming and contemplation, it's too much happening right now for things to just be so synchronistic. Do you see what I'm saying? Things are too synchronistic. 11, 12. It's that equals 4, and it's 22 likes in the chat. So it literally could be significant, or it could be significant. Like people have had a hard life in something. Did I just see a car flip over? Yeah, there it is. Oh, not a car flipping over. Here go another car that's not supposed to be in here. The King of Pentacles. Didn't I tell y'all the King of Pentacles is gonna pop out? And for that to be a random card that is not even supposed to be in here, that's crazy to me. What's going on for the Divine Collective? What's going on for Divine Collective, Spirit Guides, Angels, and Ancestors, God of our highest light and our highest light only? Please found the message that you want to give to the Divine Collective, the chosen ones, the star seeds, the indigo children, and the Palladian light workers. What's going on? What's going on, Spirit Guides, Angels, and Ancestors? Truth. That's the first card to pop out. That's the first card to pop out. Are you kidding me? Nope, I'm not kidding me. And I'm dang sure ain't kidding you. So it literally seems to me with positivity, we have to look at the glass half full, not half empty. We have to look at things with oh, it's almost on, it's not even almost here, it's already here. It keeps happening for me. I keep hearing that song with Kiera Shear, Kelly. It keeps happening for me, not to me. Y'all got to remember, I said this. It's not happening to you, it's happening for you. See, like I said, and I keep going back to this specific example. When you're in the eye of the storm of a tornado, it seems like that it is the calmest part of the tornado, but it's just only because you're in the middle of it. Once you step into the winds of the tornado, yes, it's going to be a lot. But once that tornado finally stops spinning, you realize the damage that has been done, and then you have to realize that you have to pick yourself back up, pick up the problems that you have endured, and refix your environment and refix your life so that you can get to a point of fixing what it is that you have been through or what you have gone through, because you still have to get to where you need to go to. That is not going to change your destiny, your life path. That's not going to change because you have some sort of breakdown or some sort of burnout. You have to remember that that is only going to be, weeping may be endured for a season, but joy is coming in the morning. We're dreaming. So you're dreaming about what comes to you. You're dreaming about what comes to you. With love, you have some sort of new love situation because of you focusing on the positive and you're waiting for something to come in. I just said this. I just said this. It's some sort of truth that is about to come out. Something could happen this week. I don't know exactly what it is. It literally seems, because I was supposed to pull that specific thing last Tuesday. Not this last Tuesday, but the last Tuesday. What's going on for the Divine Collective? With Ask for Help, you are asking the Divine for what it is that you require, or you're asking family members and friends or people that are meant for you. And I think what's ever happening to you, what's happening for you with the blessings. You have some sort of blessings because you are now focusing on the positive things that are coming to you. You are now focusing on the good things that are coming to you. You are now focusing on the things that God has done for you. And you are now accepting the fact that you are a chosen one. You are a star seed. Put in the comments, I am a chosen one. I am chosen by God. Period. I am a star seed. That's exactly what it's giving me. Let's see what's going on. We got gratitude. Yep, we got gratitude at the bottom of the deck. We got gratitude. And what card is that? I ain't reading no reversals. We got hope. You thought that you were going to be down, and you thought people thought that you were going to be down and out, but you still believe in yourself. You still have inner knowing that you're going to get to where you need to get to, because whatever's happening is you don't accept anything less than what you deserve. And right now you deserve the utmost respect and the up from the utmost highest version of yourself, because you're getting it from the divine. You're getting it from the divine, and you're actually balancing and balancing yourself out, because you're no longer letting people. You're defending yourself. That's what it is. You're defending yourself, because people doing magic on you in so much shape or form, and you had to figure out what it is that you needed to do so that you wouldn't be stuck in the energy that you're stuck in. And it seems like whatever is happening, you are no longer letting these people just get away with it, because God is stepping in. You gave the battle to the dear Heavenly Father, and now that the things are coming out and the things have commenced, you're no longer allowing these people to play with you. You're no longer allowing this people to defame your character. You're no longer allowing people to come in and play with your top, with the healing, because you went through too much to give up. You went through too much to give up now with healing. You gave up too much. You sacrificed too much. You've done too much work. You have done too much to let yourself. You have done too much to let yourself not be free. With patience, you have done the work. You have done the waiting. You have done the healing, and now you're about to get or you're about to go into this dark night of the soul. You are now coming out of, for the most part, you are now coming out of that, because you have let stuff go. You have let things go, and whatever is commencing for you is about to be a positive change. You about to give two cards. What's two cards, please? Forgot something ancestors. So I can get the end game card, and I can give the last card of the spread. Ooh, that's three cards. We got trust. We got trust. They said God, and that's the crazy thing. God always says this, and it's funny. I hear it, but I don't say it out loud. God always tell me, like, I'll do you one better when I ask for a specific number of cards, because He's letting me know that He will never put more on you than you can bear. That's the first thing I heard. But He also He gives you what you ask for and then some. So God is giving you, the collective, the star seed, the chosen one, more than what you could ever imagine, but or what you could ask for, above all things, because you are now seeing what it is with the miracles. Look, miracles popping out and contemplation, because you waited on something to come in, and now that the things are coming in for you, you are no longer having to ask anybody for anything, because you did need to ask in the first place, because you was the empress, and you were happy in your energy, because you're re-evaluating what you see, and you're looking at life as it being half full instead of it being half empty, because you believe in what it is that God is doing for you. You're believing for what it is that God has changed in you, so that you can get to the point of getting to further. Okay. So I hope this reading resonated for you guys. I'm about to get off of here. I do have more stuff coming for y'all, but y'all just have to tune in with me. I have to do homework. I'm gonna be up for a little bit, so I might come back a little later. I gotta do homework. I've been asleep all day. I'm about to do homework, and I'll come back up here a little later. Y'all get y'all some rest. Y'all gotta work in the morning. I love y'all. Make sure y'all be safe. And for the rest of the people, just go and get some rest, and get your energy back up. I love y'all. Bye bye.